Next on Worcester News tonight, the wait is over. The state sales tax holiday is happening this weekend. What shoppers need to know. Plus, unique relationships at the Worcester County House of Corrections. Shelter dogs are paired with inmates for 24/7 training and care. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. New tonight, the state's sales tax holiday is officially this weekend. Governor Charlie Baker signed a bill giving shoppers a break from the sales tax on most items, and many shops in Worcester say they are looking forward to the added business. Our Brittany Schaefer joins us now with more. Brittany?
Olivia, Crompton Collective is excited for the increase in business. They say these summer months can be slow and the holiday couldn't come at a better time. Retail shops in Worcester are busy preparing for the tax-free weekend.
It's a great incentive to do some big shopping.
It's a great time to just get out and save some money.
Massachusetts hasn't had a tax-free holiday since 2015. Amy Chase opened Crompton Collective in 2012 and says she's excited to see it returning.
Obviously, I'm all for it. Any reason to get people out and excited about shopping and maybe making a big purchase is a win for all of us.
Chase says the summer months are typically slower for business, so it's the perfect time to eliminate the state's 6.25% tax for a few days.
Obviously, Christmas is really busy here. The summer, it slows down a little. A lot of people are on vacation.
July was slow. I wish I was not here either. I wish I was on vacation like everybody else.
At Sweet Jane's Designer Consignment, all staff will be in the shop this weekend. Owner AJ Sitaro says no sales tax can make a big difference.
When you're buying something like a $2,300 Chanel bag that's on resale, the price here is going to be around $2,800, $2,600 with our tax. Paying $23 makes a big difference.
The Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce is a big supporter of the tax-free holiday. They say it benefits small businesses and the economy.
With the growth of online purchasing and things, it's really impacted retail, and this is an opportunity for a weekend for both the retailers and the consumers to benefit.
Sitaro says the weekend is something to celebrate.
I know we'll have the music blasting and we might have some champagne and some snacks. Everyone's super excited.
The holiday typically costs the state about $20 million in revenue, which is why it isn't held in years with a tighter budget. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
State Senator Harriet Chandler says she is settling in well to her new role. The Worcester Democrat resigned as the Senate president at the end of July. She is now the Senate President Emerita. Senator Chandler says she looks forward to helping the new president and working closely with the 1st Worcester District again.
My children, my mom, it gives me the opportunity to go back to my original legislation and do all the things for the 1st Worcester District I've always done, and do things for the Commonwealth as well, and I will be doing both. I'm looking forward to it.
And Chandler says, contrary to some reports, her total salary now is less than it was before she became Senate president. West Nile virus has again been detected in mosquitoes in Worcester. The city issuing a warning Friday, and while risk levels remain moderate, 4 designated areas will be sprayed on Tuesday, August 14th. Those areas include Burncoat Street, Hampton Street, Westview Road, and Willowbrook Lane. No humans have tested positive. Helping pets live better lives. An unusual pairing. Inmates at the Worcester County House of Corrections help raise dogs others don't want. Sheriff Lou Evangelitis says it's a second chance for both the dogs and the inmates. Our Roslyn Flaherty joins us now with the details. Roslyn?
Olivia, the inmates say taking care of the dogs brightens up their time in jail and gives them a sense of responsibility. Old boxers Max and Macy form an inseparable bond with inmates at the Worcester County House of Correction.
I love the dogs, they love me. I sleep with them at night. It's pretty much like my companion while I'm here.
Project Good Dog is a partnership between the Sheriff's Office and Second Chance Animal Shelter. The program pairs nonviolent offenders with dogs who are considered to be tough to adopt because of behavioral issues. The inmates train and take care of them.
What they really need more than anything is people with time to help them change their behavior.
Inmates Jesse Lewis and Tom Gage spent all day with the dogs. They say Max and Macy came to them 2 weeks ago in rough shape, but are now starting to perk up. The inmates say the dogs help relieve stress and give them a sense of responsibility.
Giving me a break from, the normal, stigma of being, incarcerated.
It brings out like the true person in you. A lot of people have this facade they have to put up about being in jail, having to be a tough guy.
Worcester County Sheriff Lou Evangelitis says the dogs changed the atmosphere at the work release building.
You could see them change as people, the way when they handled animals and the compassion, and when the animals leave, how much it impacted them in a positive way.
60 dogs have been adopted through the program since 2015. Max and Macy already have a place to go when they complete their 12-week program, a forever home with a nurse from the jail.
Something about seeing them and they were together and they were twins. I have twins, so I was like, oh, the dogs are twins.
Now, the program doesn't cost any money to the taxpayers, and for a lot of the inmates, this isn't the first dog they've taken care of in the program. Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Family Health Center of Worcester hosts its annual neighborhood fair Friday, promoting health and fitness as well as the work they do in the community. Hundreds of people who attended got a chance to take part in activities and informational sessions. The fair works to make sure all have access to high-quality health care, regardless of a family's ability to pay.
Thank you, Dan. A lot of agencies come because of the number of people who come here, so they can come and explain either their housing issues or their home health care issues, or even answer questions about mass health. And so they're happy to come here because people come.
And the annual health fair is part of National Health Center Week. The state could approve its first testing lab for marijuana by the end of the month. The head of the Cannabis Control Commission saying they are relatively confident that 1 or 2 labs would be ready for a licensing vote at the panel's next meeting. That's on August 23rd. So far, 6 stores have preliminary approval, though sales were slated to begin on July 1st. In an effort to help spread the word about public meetings with marijuana companies looking to do business in Worcester, the city will begin posting them on their website. City Councilor George Russell says state law requires applicants to have meetings. The city and councilors are not running the meetings or mandating times or locations. Russell says it's important to inform the public of when and where these meetings are taking place.
By putting it up on social media, I just wanted to make sure that people in the city of Worcester knew of these various different businesses and where they were proposing to set up, just so that if they have any concerns or even if they're in favor of those specific location, that they should probably make an effort to contact the city manager's office. And a good way to do that is by showing up at those meetings that they're scheduled.
And Russell says within the next few days, the city clerk will begin to post information on upcoming meetings. The Worcester Bravehearts taking off for Martha's Vineyard today. The team has advanced to their 5th straight trip to the Futures Collegiate Baseball League Championship. The Bravehearts will play the Sharks in Game 1 tonight at 7. Assistant coach Alex Dion says since the Bravehearts have made it into the championship the past 5 years, it's now almost expected from the organization.
One thing I think that our manager JP has talked about throughout the whole year is that the team who kind of doesn't want to go home at this point in the season is the team that usually ends up winning it, and I think we're kind of right there right now.
And Game 2 will be played Saturday night in Worcester. State lawmakers hold a closed-door meeting Thursday to discuss relief efforts for the town of Webster. Parts of the town were severely damaged by an EF1 tornado. Numerous businesses have to close their doors and dozens have been displaced. As our Cam Jandro explains, officials say they want to help.
I want to make sure that Webster gets access to every single penny that might be available to them through the federal government.
A closed-door discussion on tornado relief in Webster Thursday brings the area's congressional delegation together with town leaders. Senator Elizabeth Warren says the town and state are still working to put a value on the damage.
So I think the officials here are doing exactly the right thing. Take a deep breath, go about it methodically, and get to the right number, and then we'll know where we stand.
An EF1 tornado did damage to the center of town, affecting numerous homes and businesses last Saturday. More than 40 people were displaced. Congressman Jim McGovern is hoping the government can help rebuild parts of the town.
We want to work with MEMA, with the state, with the Small Business Administration, with the Economic Development Administration as well, to maybe get some grants for planning and rebuilding here.
Deputy Police Chief Michael Shaw wasn't in town when the tornado hit. He says he was in disbelief when he saw the damage, and days later, he still is.
And you see photos from other parts of the country of what the tornadoes do, but then when you see it in your own community, it really hits you.
2 buildings on Main Street have already been knocked down as a result of the storm. Shaw says the hard part is going to be replacing them.
We're a very financially strapped town, so the process now becomes is what do you do with that area to make it the business that was there? Do you want to obviously keep them in the area because they were businesses that were open and doing retail.
Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.